Yo YouTube, was geht ab? Willkommen zurück zu einem weiteren Video auf meinem Zweitkanal. Wir reagieren heute auf ein Video von Iceman Isaac. Der hat anscheinend alle Perks einmal durchprobiert, alle Extras, und hat bemerkt, dass super viele Perks, die man momentan in den Loadouts spielt, absolut unnötig sind oder im Vergleich halt mit anderen Perks nicht ganz so gut performen wie diese anderen Perks. Und das müssen wir uns heute anschauen, weil es könnte besonders für zukünftige Loadouts und Perkpakete super wichtig werden. Mir wurde das jetzt schon öfter empfohlen, dass wir uns das anschauen müssen. Darum tun wir das jetzt direkt, würde ich sagen. So, hier haben wir das Video. Das Video ist natürlich wieder unten in der Videobeschreibung verlinkt. Gerne noch ein Like auf dem Video und ein Abo auf dem Kanal da lassen. Und ich würde sagen, wir schauen direkt mal rein, oder?
No exaggeration, this is one of the most important Warzone videos I've ever made. After running the numbers, I was shocked. I thought this may be a minor point in a pro tips and tricks videos, but I had to make a dedicated video for 3 perks that you need to be using. There's
3 Perks sogar. Es gibt 4 Perks, die man auswählen kann. Und er sagt, 3 von denen müssen wir jetzt sofort ändern. Das ist krass.
People are using another perk that could be better fitted. There's some where people don't understand what the perk actually does. And then the last one is legitimately bugged, broken. You need to use it. In my opinion, all 3 of these are incredible. And this knowledge is just, it's going to help you get the edge on your opponents. Okay? Let's go to the first one. It is Quick Fix versus Tempered. So what I've done here,
ich spiele Tempered. Ich spiele immer schon Tempered.
I've taken a player and I have them jump off a ledge to where they just have a smidge of health left and no plates. And we're going to see how much health you get back between base health and armor plates. And we're going to see which one is more efficient, more often, Quick Fix versus Tempered.
Okay, er lässt jeweils denselben Spieler, also sich selber, springt er runter von der Ledge und hat dann nur noch ein ganz kleines bisschen HP. Und dann schaut er, wie viele Sekunden es dauert, bis man mit Tempered voll HP hat, voll HP und volle Platten. Und wie schnell es dauert, bis man mit Quickfix voll HP und volle Platten hat. Da bin ich jetzt gespannt.
Spoiler alert,
kann man auf
not even close. So both players go down to low health.
Safe, oder?
Plate.
Wow.
Full health on Quick Fix.
Wow.
And we're waiting over on Tempered. But you might be like, Isaac, because I have Tempered and I'm putting in 75 per plate, it's actually better for me most of the time during that animation. It's not even close, okay? So you'll see I have them completely synced up to where the second that first plate comes in, I start the timer. And yes, in this moment, Tempered is better.
Ja, jetzt gerade ist Tempered besser.
Right after this. Look, right here at the 0-second mark, we have 1 plate in, still have 1 HP. We're calling it 0 HP for simplicity's purpose. And yes, Tempered, 75 HP. It has a 25 health differential.
Okay, nach der ersten Platte, das heißt in Sekunde 0, ist Tempered besser. Und ab Sekunde 1 ist Quickfix besser, weil du dann 160 Leben in einer Sekunde hast, statt 150 von Tempered. Dann in Sekunde 2 wird es exponentiell krasser noch. Da hast du 260 Leben mit Quickfix, das heißt, du hast dann bist fast Full HP und hast wahrscheinlich alle 3 Platten drinnen. Das sind dann die 260 Leben und 300 ist dann, wenn du alle 3 Platten drin hast und Full HP bist. Und stattdessen hast du mit Tempered nur diese 2 Platten drinnen, mehr nicht. Und kein Leben. Okay, das ist krass.
But it stops after that. After we get to roughly about 1 second and that next plate comes in, you'll see Tempered has, yes,
okay, das ist ein gutes Video.
Below.
Das ist wirklich ein sehr gutes Video.
So it has roughly 150 health and this one has 50, 50, another 50, and about another 10. So it has a +1 differential. Well, guess what? Once that next plate comes in, now we have 150 health and about another 110 health, and Tempered is still waiting. I ran this all the way through to 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds, and as you can see, there is no reason, in my opinion, to be running Tempered. It's nice every here and there to pick up a Tempered vest, but I'm not worried about whether I am using 2 plates to full heal versus 3 plates to full heal.
Actually, sehr gut zu wissen.
Aggressively and I can loot up extra plates.
Das ist sehr gut zu wissen.
When I'm in a low health situation and I'm getting challenged by someone, I can't wait 6 seconds for my health to regenerate all the way. Maybe I'm fighting on the edge of the gas and the fact that I get that knock or that kill will bring my health up with enough time before that gas takes me out. Quick Fix is 100% the way to go.
Das ist lustig, weil ich Tempered seit irgendwie 2 Monaten spiele oder sowas, weil mir gesagt wurde, dass Tempered besser ist. Aber wenn du da jetzt die Fakten hast, ist natürlich relativ gut zu wissen.
Before we get on to the second one, I want to make an together easy in which we and because of the I just whether you want pinned comment below, share it with ALLE. Explain why, because it's not just for the reduced fall damage. As we know, we have reduced fall damage because typically, as you can see here, look down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the meter go all the way up to 13. At about
13
13
Meter.
and a half meters in this game, you have lethal fall damage. You'll see
Okay.
you get a little bit of
Ab
stagger. You
13,5
go down to
Meter, ab 13,5 Meter wirst du sterben, wirst du die Beine brechen, wenn du
1 HP.
runterfällst.
If you go all the way up to about 13 and a half,
Und da
it will be
wirst du die
fatal.
Beine.
Now,
Okay.
when we throw on Mountaineer, we can actually double that distance. I can get all the way up to 26 meters, jump.
Genau, mit dem Bergsteiger-Pack gehst du auf 26 Meter. Das spiele ich ja auch seit Ewigkeiten. Der Screen ist gerade ganz gut eigentlich. Der Screenshot, der hat
And
was.
still live because it's about
Das ist
13 and
krass.
a half, so double that.
Bergsteiger-Pack spiele ich auch schon seit
27,
Ewigkeiten. Das ist wirklich
but
insane.
that's not just, I mean, most people know that by now that Mountaineer doubles your distance that you can fall. But where I really think Mountaineer comes in handy is its ability to counter partial fall damage. Now, if you don't know by now, partial fall damage is whenever you go above 6.5 meters. So you can see here, 6.0, no fall damage. As we go all the way up to 6.5, I'm gonna have my editor zoom way in. You will see you take a microscopic amount of damage, and you'll see it regens itself all the way down there in the bottom left. But what that means is, if you had taken gunfire, if you had, taken any damage, and you were trying to run, and you try to finesse, and you jump off a 6.5 meter cliff, that little bit of damage is going to reset that extremely long health regeneration delay of about 7 seconds that we saw from our tempered example earlier. But when we throw on Mountaineer, it kicks in at double the distance at about 13 meters.
Das ist krass. Da hat er recht, da hat er recht. Also allein dieser kleine Fall-Damage, der ist auch schon super nervig und dadurch wird dein Health nicht regenerated. Also ist wirklich sehr, sehr krass. Bergsteiger unbedingt spielen. Also Quickfix wissen wir, Nummer 1 und Bergsteiger Nummer 2 ganz, ganz dringend spielen. Okay, das ist gut. Das ist gut. Wir wissen Bescheid.
13 meters when I jump.
Und was ist das letzte Pack, was er unbedingt will?
And then my health takes a little bit of damage, and that would have slowed my overall progression of health regeneration, which I hate. So I pretty much never run anything other than Mountaineer for that reason, because 1, I want to be able to jump off the rooftops, not worry about breaking my legs, but 2, I want my health to regenerate faster because this 5-6 second health regeneration takes so long. Another reason why I pair Mountaineer with Quick Fix. So that covers 2 out of our 4 perks. What about the other ones? Okay, I'm going to cover both of those as well, but this one is probably the one that no one is talking about, and it's irradiated, but not for the reason that you think. Check it out. Okay?
Irradiated?
So
Was soll das sein?
Allows us to live longer in the gas. So here I am in the same gas, the same zone, and you can see irradiated
ganz
allows me to
bisschen,
live
aber
about
nicht krass.
4 seconds longer in the gas.
4 Sekunden ist aber krass,
default.
never mind. 4 Sekunden ist
Frankly,
insane.
4 seconds is a substantial amount of time if we were to try to make a gas mask rotation. That allows us to cover quite a bit of distance, but that's not really the big game changer here. Now, we also know from the clip in the background that irradiated allows us to put in plates while we're in the gas. So if we are getting
das
health,
wiederum ist krass.
we're still going to be stuck to the same
Das
amount
ist
of
crazy.
base health.
Dass du außerhalb der Zone im Gas, wenn du Damage bekommst, dann normal wird die Plattenanimation abgebrochen. Du kannst hier im Gas keine Platten reindrücken. Aber dass man das hier kann mit diesem Perk ist actually krass.
But it allows us to throw on some plates that maybe if someone's taking pot shots at us, we could live a little bit longer. Now, there was a bug there for a while where irradiated and quick fix caused when your plates to put in, quick fix to regen your health. That is no longer the case. But irradiated gets crazy for this reason, okay? As we know, whenever we take damage in this game, it interrupts our plating. So as we move across the map, and as you see here, this guy shoots me. So I try to throw in some plates. And the moment I take damage, it stops me from plating.
Ja, okay.
I take damage.
Aber mit dem anderen Pack, dann kann er sich noch platen, obwohl er angeschossen wird, oder was?
If we take damage in this game, we're not allowed to plate up. That is, unless we have irradiated equipped. And this, combined with...
Okay, never mind. Das ist krass. Also das ist crazy.
Quick Fix is going to allow us to finesse like none other. Check out this clip right here. I was trying to do some testing. Unfortunately, I have to do all this testing in live lobby, so I end up running into a nice guy. And I'm like, yo, can you help me out with something?
Yo, what up, Iceman?
And he's like, yo, what's up, Iceman? He recognized my name in procs chat.
I'm coming down to you right now. I'm right behind you.
This guy was a nice guy. He stopped in the middle of his solo game to help me out. He will be linked in the description if you want to check him out. Nice guy. Thanks for helping me with the testing here, Ben.
So I think there's a bug with irradiated where if I take damage, I can plate up while I take damage.
So that's the premise. I can plate up while I take damage. Now, I tested this where I threw a Molotov on the ground and I could plate up during the Molotov. I tested it with a gas grenade as well, and obviously we know it can work in the actual gas itself. I want to see it work with enemy bullets.
So like, you know how this normally I can plate up in this because I'm using.
So I'm plating up inside of that gas.
Im Gas ist aber krass, by the way. Das ist wirklich
So I
insane.
have him shoot me.
Just keep shooting me. Keep shooting me.
Right. And as you can see, even though I'm continuing to take damage, I'm able to plate.
Keep shooting me. Keep shooting me.
He continues to shoot me, and there seems to be a cap where either if you get to full health, you will stop plating, or if you plate up 3 times, you're allowed to continue plating as well. But as you can see, I hit that third plate, and I can just keep throwing in plates even though I'm taking damage, which is going to make it to where someone is going to run out of ammo while I'm trying to finesse. I even bring it all the way to see if I can combine it with quick fix, and it works. This is where it gets insane. Watch this.
Alright, start shooting one. Yeah.
Every single time I throw in a plate, my health regens here.
Alright, start shooting one. Yeah. Start shooting.
Health regens. Health regens.
Dude, it keeps repopping
Und
my
das
health.
Leben ist wieder. Oh
You're
mein Gott.
a beast, bro. I don't know. I'm literally out of plates, money, everything. I don't know how to repay you.
I don't know how to repay him. Well,
Oh
my way of
mein
repaying him
Gott.
is shouting him out in this video. Ben, thank you so much, brother, for helping me out with the testing. But ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, das ist
that is
crazy.
insane. I don't
Das
know
ist
if that's
komplett
planned or
krass.
not. That is not in the description of the perk. But the fact that you can plate up.
Okay, diese 2 Perks, also Quick Fix in Kombination mit Irradiated. Ich weiß leider nicht, wie es auf Deutsch heißt, aber es ist auf jeden Fall hier unten dieses Perk mit der Platte und der Gasmaske. Das heißt, Quick Fix zusammen mit diesem Perk mit der Platte und der Gasmaske, komplett kranke Kombination. Also wirklich komplett insane. Junge, das ist crazy. Wenn du angeschossen wirst, verlierst du zuerst Platten und dann verlierst du Leben. Wenn du dir mit diesen 2 Perks Platten reindrückst, während du angeschossen wirst, was auch funktioniert wegen dem Irradiated Perk, dann regenerierst du Platten und gleichzeitig auch Leben, weil es in Kombination mit Quick Fix ist. Das ist krass. Also das revolutioniert vor Gegnern wegrennen. Wenn ihr von dem Gegner wegrennt und euch Platten währenddessen reindrückt, er wird nicht erwarten, dass ihr plötzlich Full Leben und Full Platten seid, weil keiner diese Perk-Kombination spielt. Das ist crazy.
While you're taking damage and combine that with quick
Gutes
fix,
Video.
this is going to be a finessing dream as you try to work your way across the map and escape, whether it's pop and a smoke at your feet.
Er sagt's gerade.
You
Beim
are going to
Wegrennen.
be not unkillable. Obviously, if players are racking up consistent shots, you can't outplate and out-heal the damage output, but still, it's going to save your life. So with that in mind, what is the dream for perk package? Well, for me, it is Mountaineer because it helps reduce my fall damage as well as helps prevent that the partial fall damage that stops my health regeneration. The Irradiated, so I can live longer in the gas, but also plate up while I'm actively taking damage. We have Quick Fix because it is infinitely better than Tempered. And on top of that, it also allows us to pair...
Das macht halt auch keinen Sinn in meinem Kopf, dass Quick Fix besser ist als Tempered. Weil Quick Fix war immer nur das, dass du, während du dir eine Platte reindrückst, hast du halt auch Leben regeneriert. Aber das hat in meinem Kopf nie Sinn gemacht, dass das so viel schneller ist, als dir einfach schnell 2 Platten reinzudrücken. Aber na klar, die Lebensregeneration dauert 7 Sekunden, bis dein Leben anfängt zu regenerieren. Das ist crazy.
Irradiated to constantly be plating up and regenerating our health. And then finally, I go ahead and throw in either Flex or High Alert. Me personally, I prefer Flex. And let me tell you why. Obviously, it gives me a better ability to hear enemies around me, but probably the better part of Flex is it delays explosives. So if you run into a room with...
Das ist halt wirklich krass. Ihr rennt in den Raum mit Minen, also mit Claymores, mit Landminen, mit allem drum und dran. Erstmal hört ihr diesen Ping, also diesen Sound, dass da was in der Nähe ist, was explodieren kann. Und dann rennst du in diese Mine rein und das dauert dann immer 1-2 Sekunden, glaube ich, bis die Mine dann tatsächlich explodiert. Und die explodiert nicht direkt auf dir, dass du davon gedownt wirst, sondern es dauert immer ein bisschen. Das ist halt schon geil. Aber ich persönlich mag alarmiert einen Schnuff mehr, weil ich gerne weiß, wenn ich von hinten oder von der Seite gerade angeschaut werde. Das finde ich persönlich ein ganz klein bisschen besser.
Or a cluster mine, normally things that would be instant death traps, you'll hear it pop, like you'll hear the sound of it triggering, but then you have about 2-3 seconds to turn around and get the heck out of dodge before you give an enemy a free kill. A lot of people like to rock High Alert, but I've noticed more and more players are running Cold-Blooded. And when someone's running Cold-Blooded and they look at you, it doesn't proctor the High Alert. So for me, I would rather be aware, especially since I'm an aggressive player, of things I am chasing down, not just players that are looking at me with High Alert. And the real kicker is that delayed explosive. So this, for all of the numbers and stats that I ran, is my dream 4-perk package. If you appreciate the fact that I went through all these numbers and didn't just whip up a use this gun loadout video screenshot, I spent like 4 or 5 hours testing all of this, and this is the way to go, okay? If you like this video, do me a favor, drop a like on this video.
Krass. Ey, ja, das Video ist auf jeden Fall verlinkt. Lass da auch nochmal ganz, ganz viel Liebe da. Ganz wichtig. Gerne auf der Reaction auch noch ein Like und ein Abo da lassen. Ganz, ganz wichtig. Und wir sehen uns auf jeden Fall im nächsten Video. Ich muss jetzt unbedingt meine Perk-Pakete ändern. Schade da.